got these here first.
Okay. All right. How do we get a speaker card?
At
At that
that table.
table.
Yeah.
Do we need to sign it?
Yeah. So we didn't know because we were all approved. If we had that out, then we would have had to. Let's step for you.
Man, I fixed mine, nothing.
The Board of Airport Commissioners' regular meeting of October 19, 2023 is now in session. Madam Secretary, would you please call the roll?
Commissioner Armayo.
Present.
Commissioner DeVoe.
Present.
Commissioner Morales.
Here.
Commissioner Roxford.
Present.
Commissioner Velasco.
Present.
Vice President Johnson.
Present.
And President Lake.
Present. Good morning and thank you for joining us here today for our Board of Airport Commissioners meeting. Given the current situation in the world, I'd like to start off by saying that our thoughts and prayers are with the people of Israel during this time, and our hearts are with those who have tragically lost loved ones as a result of the war in the Middle East. This has been a difficult time for all of us as we've witnessed the conflict play out from afar and heard of lives of children and innocent civilians lost in the fighting. I know we are all hoping for a swift and peaceful end to the conflict. At LAX, we are on increased security alert, and we are working with our federal partners to monitor intelligence and collaborating with our airlines to ensure the safety and security of all of our passengers. As always, airport police is working tirelessly to ensure the safety of our staff, guests, and our airports. At this time, in memory of those who have lost their lives, have lost family and friends, or are suffering due to this war, I would ask that we all reserve a moment of silence. Thank you. Today, and I'll read two names at a time. So we've got somebody in the queue, Mr. Rodney Roseanne and David Rogers.
Just a matter of protocol, I'd like to remind speakers to please state their name before they state their public comment. Thank you.
I am Rodney Roseanne, a dedicated 23-year veteran of LAXPD and today a whistleblower. Since August 29, 2022, I've been placed on administrative leave after reporting misconduct and felony activities by high-ranking public officials. I was subjected to psychological investigation. Dr. Raymond Morris from LAPD BSS cleared me in my initial assessment. Chief Ramble challenged and overturned the decision, a clearance that had been meticulously documented by my commanding officer, Captain Mario Patrick. Consequently, I was put through a total of 6 evaluations. This seems less about my well-being and more about the retaliation and an effort to suppress my revelations. Moreover, I report the felony activity to EEO investigator David Barwood, expecting due diligence. Instead of the investigation I anticipated, he responded with further retaliation. On May 31st, 2023, out of sheer desperation due to internal cover-ups, we approached the LAPD with our concerns. But just 2 weeks later, on June 16, 2023, I was served with 2 internal affairs investigations while still being away from the airport. We've uncovered felonies committed by high-ranking public officials, City Attorney Vivian Swanigan, Personnel Director Dana Brown, LAPD Chief Cecil Ramble Jr., and LAWA Human Resources Director Minerva Gutierrez, to name a few. LAWA has now engaged an external law firm for defending employers in discrimination cases. Is this an attempt to hide the truth behind attorney-client privilege? This seems like another tactic to shield the truth. Mr. Kareem Webb, 4 LAPD officers contacted you on 3 times, on October 3rd, October 12th, and October 18th. Your silence in response to our concerns is impacting thousands of city employees speaks volumes. Mr. Webb, given all the evidence and our persistent efforts to communicate, I must ask, why have our concerns highlighting misconduct to top-level officials has been brushed aside? Your silence speaks. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Rogers.
I am David Rogers, a 14-year LAXPD veteran and a whistleblower. For a year now, we have raised alarms on felonious activities within LAXPD, LAWA, and the City of Los Angeles, yet our efforts have been met with silence. We reported to LAXPD, we went to LAPD, we ascended our LAXPD chain of command all the way up to the chief, moved on to LAWA's Human Resources and LAWA executives. Now we lay our case to you. High-ranking LAWA and City of Los Angeles officials have unlawfully created 8 fraudulent documents These documents don't align with Ordinance 187134 and Ordinance 185574 and appear to breach both state and federal laws. These documents are not on file in the city clerk's office, which is required by the Los Angeles City Charter. Employees of LAXPD, LAPD, LAFD, LAWA, and other city departments have been affected. Employees who submitted religious or medical exemptions, as well as those who faced unpaid leave or termination due to these forms, were further victimized. These are the legal infringements we can substantiate. Penal Code 115 PC, filing false or forged instruments. Penal Code 32 PC, aiding another to evade the consequences of a felony. Penal Code 524 PC, attempted extortion. Labor Code 2802, employers failure to identify employees. Labor Code 1102.5, whistleblower protection violations. California Government Code 3304, breaching the Peace Officer Bill of Rights, and among other grave infractions. But rather than addressing our claims, LAWA seems to shield itself, employing an external law firm to bury our claims under the veil of attorney-client privilege. We ask the BOAC to conduct a neutral and transparent investigation into any and all violations of law that we have reported to you. Thank you.
Thank you. Lucy Osoro and Tom Moderna.
Good morning, President Webb, Vice President Johnson, board members, and interim CEO and Sue. My name is Lucy Osoro. I'm the General Manager of Fine Food Group. Fine Food Group has operated in Los Angeles market for over 25 years. I would like to start by thanking LAWA for the partnership over these many years.